Hello again and welcome to my YouTube channel. You're here with Mr. T Farming Simple. Now it's still Mr. T Farming Simple, even though we're doing a little teaching and learning experience. So you know that is all in the mix. Alright? And as you can see on the board, today is a giveaway day. So we'll be giving away 500 Jamaican dollars call credit. That's a Digicel, and also $500 call credit from Flow. Alright? So please stay tuned and watch this video to the end, because as I said before, these two call credits will be written on the board, but I'm not going to tell you at what point in the video or my presentation I'm going to write these credit. Alright? So let's get into our today's lesson. And somebody had asked in one of the live chats last Saturday about the periodic table. Somebody had requested for the periodic table to be explained. However, I'm not able to do that today because I don't want to be jumping all over the place and getting some persons confused, because the aim is really for the benefit of especially those who are doing their external exams. External exam like the CXC, that's the Caribbean Examination Council exam. So if I go all over the place, then it won't benefit, especially some of these students who are doing the exam coming up shortly. So they had requested for me to explain the periodic table, so I will do that definitely another day, because I'll be planning on rescheduling some dates for different classes. So today I'll be commencing today with one of our most manageable science subject. Alright? And that science subject is human and social biology. Alright? Very, very manageable. Formerly known as HNS. That's the human and social biology. So the short name HNS. So humans, some persons would say HSB. Alright? So preferably I would like to go the route of the CXC syllabus. So we're taking the human and social biology syllabus from the initial stage. So especially for those who will be doing their external exams and those prospective individuals who would like to do it and view my classes and just pay for try to go to a center and pay for the subject, and still you can always contact me, send me a comment if you don't understand something, and let me know where I can drop in and give you a helping hand. Alright? And so the human and social biology, it's been offered at the CXC level, or the Caribbean Examination Council. Alright? And so we'll be looking at a few things that the syllabus has to offer. So we'll be taking this step by step. Alright? So the first thing before I even go into the syllabus, the concept of human and social biology, because biology is the study of living thing. Alright? Biology, so this is the study of living things. Alright. Or living organisms. Alright? So that's biology. So if you would have linked, let's try to link now human and social biology. So we understand clearly now that biology is the study of living things. So now humans are living organisms. So we're talking about the concept of human and social biology now. This would have been humans human beings living and interacting with the abiotic world. And this means non-living. Abiotic society. Alright? Or the environment. So human being living and interacting with the abiotic or the non-living society. Alright? So we are interdependent, meaning that we depend, for instance, we depend on plant for survival, also plants also depend on us for survival. Also other stuff, natural creation, we also depend on them for survival as well as we interdependent. Alright? So that's it for a simple definition of the human and social biology. So now we understand what we definitely up to. It has a lot to do with the environment. And just to note, so in everything you're doing, this is a very crucial thing to take into consideration. All right. The environment. Before I go into the syllabus. So the environment covers everything around you, above you, and just about everything that you can see. It encompasses. It is within the environment. Alright? So whatever you're studying with regards to this, it has a lot to do with the environment. Alright? And environment has both biotic and abiotic. That's living and non-living. So both biotic and abiotic is within the environment. Alright? So the human and social biology syllabus, it has 5 broad headings or major topics to cover. So if we don't go, a bit speedy, but when I say speedy, I'm going with explanation. So if you, for instance, we arrive at a spot where someone don't understand something, you can always send me a comment in the comment section. Say that I don't understand cell division, I don't understand active transport, I don't understand, and other such like. Okay, you can text, and then we just smash and go over it and use other examples to bring across the message to you so you can be more vivid in terms of explanation. Alright? So the major topics now to cover. Major topics to cover. Major topics to cover. So we said that we have 5 major topics, alright? So we have 5 major topics to cover. And the first on our list we have living organism and the environment. So the first major topic, and there will be a lot of subtopics underneath this topic, living organism and the environment. Alright? And the second up we have life processes. Alright, so we have life processes, and the third one is heredity and variation. Heredity and variation. And number 4, we have disease and its impact on humans. Disease and its impact on humans. Alright? And the last one, we have the impact of health practices on the environment. So the impact of health practices on the environment. So as I said before, we have 4 major topics to cover during this for this subject. Alright? And the first up on our list we have, so we won't be going all over the place now. So for instance, the water cycle, the process of photosynthesis, the nitrogen cycle, the carbon cycle, the phosphorus cycle, all those cycles. Further down, if we have to touch them, we will be touching this on them. So the first up on our list is living organism and the environment. So that's the topic we'll be focusing on, because the paper the external exam paper, they set all the questions from all these broad topics. Alright? Living organism and the environment, life processes, heredity and variation, disease and its impact on humans, and the impact of health practices on the environment. Alright? So first up, we have living organisms and the environment. As I said before, as you can see, this subject consists a lot about the environment. As you can see, the environment. As you go along, you see that just popping up on a regular basis. Alright? So hope you scratch those off, or you can even go online and get the syllabus, get it down, and an updated syllabus, so we can have our interactive discussions. Alright? And when I say interactive, you can send me the comments, because Mr. Thompson, what I do, I make sure to go through every single comments. Alright? And try to make a reply for all the comments. So if I say whenever next we have the next class, I will try to explain further, and what you want me to explain, I will do just that. Alright? So don't be afraid to voice your opinions or send me a comment in the comment section. Alright? So first up, we have characteristics of living things. Characteristics of living things. Characteristics of living things. And there are 7 characteristics of living things. Just always remember, for instance, you go to church or you read your Bible, you would have note 7 is God's perfect number. So there are 7 characteristics of living things. So the next, we will be focusing on living things. So living things, and there are 7 characteristics of living things. So 7 characteristics of living things, and we will be discussing these 7 characteristics of living things. Alright? I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're paying attention. hope you're paying attention. So now we have our first giveaway at this point, and this is a digital credit at $500 called credit. Okay, so we have 206 831 326272 and 0. So for those digital owners, send me a comment in the comment section and let me know who won this credit. I would like to congratulate that person. So let me know who has won this credit. It's a $500 digital call credit, alright? 500 Jamaican dollars call credit. And it's a digital. Alright? So for those, anybody receive this, please send me a message and let me know that you have successfully received your call credit. Why I'm doing this, especially for those who are actually doing their exams, and sometimes the data runs out. I want to make sure that at least a few persons can be able to add their data and do their research. Alright? So that's it for the digital credit. And please remember that we also have another one, and that's from Flow, another $500 credit. And I'll be putting that on the board at my convenient time. Alright? So as I said before, there are 7 characteristics of living things. 7. So the first up, 1, we have nutrition. And 2, we have movement. And 3, we have irritability. And 4, have reproduction. And 5, have respiration. 6, you have growth. And 7, we have reproduction, growth, irritability, movement. And the last one, last and final one, is excretion. I need to remember that one. Excretion. And we'll be quickly browsing through these. So as we go along, you would get a clear insight on what these individual topics are about. And because it's human and social biology, we don't really need to get that in depth in terms of the nature of these individual subtopics. Alright? Don't need to go into that. I'll just erase this now and leave nutrition. I'm not sure again. So the first characteristic of living thing is nutrition, and this is the process of taking in food. This is the process of taking in food and using it for growth, using it for growth, metabolism, and repair. So this is the process of taking in food and using it for metabolism, for growth, metabolism and repair. Alright? Growth, metabolism and repair. We'll be looking at this shortly, so I don't have to explain growth. But metabolism. Metabolism now has to do with metabolism. So this is all the chemical reactions that takes place in the body. So metabolism is all the chemical reactions that take place in the body. Alright? So metabolic reactions, they are chemical reactions that take place in the body. So that's it for nutrition now. Moving on to respiration. And just before I move to respiration, earlier this morning I was going through a community near in my area where I met up with a few individuals. So we were discussing and talking about the youths, the young people, and what they are actually doing now in today's age and time with their lives. But I really would like to encourage you, all the prospective learners and persons who are very much interested in learning. It's a very good thing to obtain a certain level of education, especially in this dispensation, at the time that we're in now. Because gone are the days, honestly, my viewers, gone are the days when you have John, Tom, and Mr. Brown sitting on the wall. I mean, with their handmills as black as charcoal. And that's just their daily activities. So I was saying to a young individual that maybe you had a brother or elder sibling, whether brother or sister, and that person, I mean, historically, you would have noticed in your household that your elder siblings, after leaving high school, what they venture in is to go and sit on those walls. And after sitting on those walls, you would have noticed day in, day out, as the day breaks, he has a special for $150. That's some chemical mixture. I'm not sure, I've never had one because I chose not to. So they have this $150 special and they have it in their hand, and that's it for the day. And they have a sheet of Whistler, a pair of scissors in the back pockets, and the hand middle being green like some grass that's, lack of water. Because the hand middle not going to be, green as green, because the thing that they use to rub the hand middles give it a really different color. And they talking all sort of foolishness. Some of the times they're saying that they're reasoning high. High? They're reasoning like, so I don't know what to say. Their reasonability is totally absurd. Nonsense. Totally ridiculous. They're what they're doing and what they're venturing in is not a good path. And I'm explaining this to you now. As I said to that individual today, there are two ways to be famous. You can be famous positively, and you can also be famous negatively. So make that fame that you're looking for be of a positive one. Make that fame that you're looking for be of a positive one. And sometimes it's very hard to be positively famous, because the road to being positively famous, it takes a lot. Understand? It takes a lot. And so, try to do positive things. Tell yourself, okay, my brother, he's always sitting on the wall with a pair of scissors. Well, I'll be passing him with a pack of book and a few of my, school materials. And I'll be telling myself intrinsically that I have a motivating thought. And I'm not going to be like my brother who has negatively impacted society. Alright? So, in another video, I'll give you a few more history. So, as I said before, the next up is respiration. Respiration, and this is the inhalation. Or exhalation of gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. And this has a lot to do with a big process that we will be looking at very shortly, not in this topic but further down, gaseous exchange. Alright? Gaseous exchange. And so, be running through these very quickly. The next one is excretion. Next characteristic of living thing is excretion. And excretion is really the removal of metabolic waste from the body. This is the removal of metabolic waste from the body. Remember earlier what we said about metabolism? Metabolism is really all the chemical reactions that takes place in a human body. Alright? So now, excretion is the removal of metabolic waste from the body. So excretion is the removal of metabolic waste from the body. Urine and sweat. Urine and sweat. Those are excretory products. Those are excretory products. So the next up on our list is growth. Next up on our list is growth. So growth, this is the increase in cell, because most of the times persons have a tendency to mix up or get growth and movement convoluted. So I want to explain today that these are two distinct terms. So growth, this is the increase in cell size and numbers. This is the increase in cell size and numbers. Alright? Cell size and numbers that take place during the life cycle of an organism. So that's growth. Growth, this is the increase in cell size and numbers that take place during the life cycle of an organism. And up next, we have irritability. And irritability is the ability of an individual or an organism to respond to stimulus. irritability. So this is the ability of an organism to respond to stimulus. For instance, based on the environment or based, for instance, you would have seen the lizard, friend, that the green lizard changing, or the shame old lady tree, you move towards it and you would have noticed it changes. The ability of an organism to respond to stimulus. Alright? So now, movement. Movement. So movement, this is when an organism moves a body part. Move a body part or parts to bring this is when an organism or organisms move a body part without changing its original shape. Without changing its original shape. That's movement. Alright? And also now, locomotion with response to movement. It's actually the same with an exception. So locomotion is actually movement of body part with changes. So this is actually movement of body part with changes. Alright? So last but not least, on characteristics of living things, we have reproduction. And reproduction is the production of new offspring or new organism or new individual. So that's reproduction. Alright? So now we have So please remember to send me a message and let me know if you had gotten this. And this is a $500 flow called credit. Alright? So please send me a comment and let me know if you have gotten this. And the numbers are 365 761 8480 8945. So congratulations for those who have successfully added this call credit to their phones. And please let me know in the comment, and we will resume on Saturday, because maybe not Saturday, so I will let you know when I'll be doing the math and also the straight biology and the other subjects. So please remember to send me a comment and let me know what's happening. And thank you. Please remember to like, subscribe, share all my videos so we all can be in this village together. Thank you.